Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we're giving away Etherborn. Type exclamation mark enter in chat to join in on the giveaway. Hope you're doing well, Mist. Nice to see you. We're gonna fix a lot of bugs today. So I made this equals method because in a lot of places we should switch out our normal equals when it comes to strings. Should probably do that on the user You have 7 hours in Rogue Trader already. Did you sleep? How are you doing, Nixa? It's amazing. Nice. I'm really happy you got it. I did, but it was up early. Nice, nice. String equal string util. Streak call has accepted. Bool. Integer should be an integer. String util no equals. Right, I need to post on Discord as well. And I need to copy this. Cool. Isn't this a string? It's a string. Strings equal. Did I call it? Wait. What is string util? We have two string utils. But yeah, I'm really glad you liked the game, Nixa, and that you could win it. I was watching you play as well for a bit. Nice. Did you stream it? Oh, it's string util with lowercase. No. Util equals. I'm so confused. Oh, that's not a string. Wait. We have the string util. Did I accidentally? Yeah. I used the wrong string util. Because where is string util? That's in shared and it's in core. Okay. Yeah. Oh, for him on Steam. Nice. So the string util should go from here to core. And then we should have utils here. Now we have a string util. So I'm also gonna, in this one, I'm also gonna do a public static bool variant equals. You could do equals, return equals AB. it's kind of nicer to just write client version invariant, or this invariant equals. Less code. Or should it be equals invariant? Maybe, because we start writing equals and then it's going to be like equals. Yeah. The reason for this is I saw a post on Reddit regarding equals and strings for different countries. So in a lot of countries, some letters, like I in Turkey, is not an I in um, in Western countries. The letter is different. So with that, we kind of have to do this. We don't have to do it on all of them. I just need to think about where I actually need to do them, but I might as well do it here. It should be a bool. I scores an integer. Same with difficulty. Those are different, and these are also different. Should use equals for ignoring casing as well. In a lot of cases, yes. Well, yeah, if you should do ignore case if you need ignore case. Zero to low, yeah. That was kind of the thing where they were some doing this, and you would do ignore case as well if you wanted to ignore case. Because I think that was the thing where they did to lower and like A to lower equals B to lower. And I think this was the problem because a lowercase I or to lower in Turkey would convert it to a different one than, you know, tune the strings to compare. Also wasted memory. Yeah, that too. And if you want to use to lower, you should use to lower invariant. Hello, Aline. But doesn't it only apply to user inputted text? Your application should always produce identical shortcodes regardless of what's it. Yes, I know. So pretty much just the username needs it. But yeah, the client should always produce the same. That is true. Language culture from the OS. Yeah, it could. That's also the thing. Going a bit. I'm not sure about all the cases. But user input is an important, like there's a place where we really need it. So I should probably not need it in my normal. Also the dot versus comma for number. Yeah, that one is also important. But like the one we have, Yeah, it's also a question of how should we allow like usernames that are the same but different? I don't know. We do not have a lot of user input. The username needed. If the user is setting it up with his keyboard, it will also produce the same result unless he's using two different keyboard schemes. Then it's a completely different problem. We'll have problems either way. Yeah, but actually don't need it when we compare it in the same method, but we would need it on the input field when we check against existing usernames. Because what are it to say? Wait, this, or was it this as well? Should we allow this? Is my question, because both are lowercase I, right? Because then we could have I think you should, also because I don't think the invariant will cover every problem. But it's just nice to have. Better to use it too much than too little. It does not really create overhead by adding it. And it's just a safety. That's kind of what I think. Just my allergic reaction to unnecessary complexity. Well, then it's also the thing. It's not what's making it unnecessary complex. That you write equals invariant instead of equals. For one, you should always use equals instead of two equal signs when it comes to strings. Yeah, 3 thanking. Yeah. What's the problem with having 3 function call stack? When will that cause an issue? Ever? The only time you're going to see the call stack being 3 is whenever this throws an error. You're never going to get the call stack to go down here unless this or this throws an error or an exception. It's not going to be in your call stack because once it's done with this, it kind of skips past it. Because this it runs this and then replaces it with true basically or false. Equal to equals calls equals, yeah. It's also choose your battles, because we could write the most perfect code, but then we're never gonna finish the game. We're never gonna make progress in the game. Also, hello Manglo, how are you doing? I could spend my time thinking through every bug that I'm fixing, everything I'm doing to write the most perfect code I could. But the 20 bugs we have wouldn't be done today. They would probably take a week. Or I could fix 20 bugs today. It's that's kind of where I am. um, so this is using one asset, interstitial util. Did it have? Oh, we can remove this one. Why can I not remove it? Hello? It would be that the code was okay as was, so not doing anything is faster than making change, but it's starting to make too much time, that's for sure, so yeah. Wait, did my keyboard just stop working? Hello? Keyboard? Why can I not press the delete button? Why is my delete button not working? Works in here? Unity? Let me restart Unity. There's Unit Hub. Yeah, the same method was probably okay before, but it's just nice to have something to do while thinking about other things. And it's not introducing unnecessary complexity. I don't think so. To me, it makes sense. I mean, it's an equals method. That's about it. No. This is unfortunate. Starting have HTTP with the keyboard in Godot. Stop listening for normal input. But only as certain can I duplicate? No. It is, sometimes things happen where it thinks a button is pressed, so like Alt or something. Because I can write in here, right? If I do this, we can write in here. If I do this, can I also use delete? Yes, I can. But I can't save. I can't do Control S. I can't do Control C, Control V. Can't Control D for duplicate. That's so annoying. Hasn't happened in so long. And probably the only thing that would fix it is a reboot. But we can hold Alt, and that works. That's only reacting to any errors. Those work. Arrow keys are working. The F2 buttons are working. Is it like... the old keyboard we're closing it? I have a fancy keyboard, so my keyboard shouldn't cause it. Let's unplug it again and plug it in. Pressing harder would fix it. Let me try this. Let's close it. And then I'm going to unplug my keyboard. And then I'm going to plug it in while it's not running. The old one was pretty fancy at the time, but poor enough whether into it enough times and things like that. Yeah. Nope. Doesn't work. Yeah, I really like this keyboard. So it's been a really weird thing with this keyboard. Before I moved, no, not before I moved. When I had this keyboard, it worked really well. Then I did some stuff because I was selling the house. So I did some stuff. I had to put a normal keyboard there for the viewings and such. And when I put it back, after that I started having like typos way more often. Like going from one typo every now and then to basically every sentence I wrote having typos. And it's been like that since then. So I feel like something happened when I unplugged it. Or like put it away for the time being. Because because it was only like a day. I don't think I go from typing, what was it, like 130, 140 words per minute without typos, and then not words per minute, letters. What is it, words? I don't know what it is. Letters per. What does typewriter do? Oh, it is words. Yeah. Well, 100, I think it was around 140 on typewriter, and went down to like 90 because I'm doing so many typos now. I don't understand why. Oh well. We somehow gotta work without this then. It's gonna be really annoying not being able to duplicate things. Could it be like, it can't even be that the control button is not working because it does it here. In the keyboard, the right to left hand lag typo I had seems to be less. We often type move instead of move. Yeah. Isn't dead. One is also the keyboard being slow. It could be. It could be like where the actual trigger point of the keys are. I often type I can't even type now instead of move. Yeah, see, this M isn't it? I did the same. Maybe it's just me. Yeah. But then I can't control R to recompile either. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, okay. So we have this bug with the ads directory not being loaded, which would be really weird. I assume at least. Or it could also be... Oh, the first time maybe the data is null. Returns a new T for data. But I have to take a small break. I'll be back in like 5 minutes, I hope. See you all soon. All right, we're back. But just be the new keyboard is slightly smaller overall. So you have a bit more caffeine in general, which did less typos. But I'm typing at the same speed as I would, just that I feel what you're saying, Magda, with some letters are usually being typoed due to one letter is being pressed before the other. And I can feel it when I'm pressing them, that I am pressing them like in the correct order, but just that sometimes I don't press it enough. Like when I was writing, like here. I know I'm pressing them in the correct order, but they're kind of being pressed almost at the same time. So it becomes, oops, don't remove all of it. I don't know. But let's see. There was something being null here. Let's see. Format input string was not in correct format. Input string. So then it must be the data, because it was in the awake. So the data. Oh, we should not throw an exception here. Oh, that would be bad. Because if the file doesn't exist, we should return a new. Yeah. Format exception. It was a format exception, though. Input string was not the correct format. I'm gonna put this as well in the here in the try. And let's do a log util formation e message. And let's do an error. Log level error. Could also be, but a number style. So I think it's more like, oh, could it be, we're getting the double value, but this. Could it be that this, for some reason, hasn't, yeah, probably. This should probably be a start instead. I think interstitial there. When is this? It's the interstitial util. And I assume this is the init services. Yes, we have it here, so that's in awake. And that is happening before the Firebase util, which is spawned here in main directory. Instantiated in persistent util, init language. So this comes after language. And this internal init is when we get instance or awake. So if you do this in start, it should hopefully work due to timings. Because it could be that Firebase remote config is not initialized when this is running. And that could give the error. I think it is. We do this load add in a few places. Let's do private async void load interstitial add. If load add. I think we should use this. Just so we have that in one place. Should also be rewarded add. What do we do with this? Do we load it any other place? No, we just load it here. Okay. Cool. I hope that would solve it. I don't know if it would or not. But it's one of those things you cannot test in the editor, I think. Because of timings can be very different on device and in editor. Okay. That should be it. Let's commit it. Method. Let's see. Try interstitial not working on the first load, first session. Stash git pull stash pop. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I said it at the start of the stream, but I'm not feeling too well today. So we'll see how long of stream it's gonna be. So I'm also gonna be extra slow today. So there's no needle in repeat errors. Oh, we can't. I'm worried about the daily Akari. It's gonna be a very hard one today or something. Let me check. No, it's just hard. Then we should be good. Time challenge. Need to make some errors. It's not showing any errors if you don't get any. So I get one right and then two wrong. Okay, interesting. 6 stars, okay. Practice. This is a practice session. I think it's just missing in it. I think you're kind of just missing a like journal directory instance show. I think. Build, do I get these as well? Build profile context. Is there something wrong with? Which file is this? Which file in Unity handles the build profiles in Unity 6? Build profiles, okay. In project settings, okay. Editor build settings, maybe? Nope. Did I accidentally push something like this? Because I had it yesterday as well. I'm just going through my commits to see if I pushed anything like this. Or if it's just being silly. No, I've gone back quite far now. There's nothing changed. So how do I? There is no build profiles.asset. How do I fix this? Can I just make a new file called build profiles.asset? Nope, that didn't help. Yeah, today is a no good day. Cannot delete stuff, cannot. My build profiles disappeared. Not sure what's going on. Still gonna give, yeah. No, can I not? Control C, Control V does not work here, right? Nope. Build profile context. I don't have a build profile context. Where is my build profile context? That doesn't exist. Is this one of those things that is in the... No, it should not be in the library. It is in the library, okay. And build settings. There we go. Removing those two files from the library, it works. Cool. That's not gonna help me with the... Well, let's try. Let's just see if restarting it now one more time with this fixed, if it's gonna help anything. Now we don't have the errors. Okay, that was actually it. If it cannot load the build profiles, you can, I assume somewhere in the code it kind of stops before the loading of this. Huh. That's interesting. But that's the only possible explanation I have. Peahens? Huh? I have no idea what that means. Maybe I'm just slow today. Oh, my desktop, really? Ah. Yeah, it switches. It's the default in Windows. Kind of switches every now and then. Okay, let's check. Right, the repeat issue. I hope it's something as easy as this, where it's just setting that value. Russia, France, Australia. Norway, no? Well, that's unfortunate. Well, let's see if practice starts with no. Okay. Oh yeah, we should, here, it should be here. Mixed action, where are we in practice session? And activate the minigame, hide journal transition. So let's see what we're doing. Create a session. That pins -1, yes. Journal. So pin type. Wouldn't it be single pin? But it's also a bit annoying that it disappeared in the time challenge. I have an idea what it could be. But hmm. Gonna do correct and wrong and wrong. And let's try this. Yeah, okay, that's the issue. The pin doesn't come back. Let's do practice. No, this is coming here, yeah. Norway, India, France, China, Spain, Canada. That worked well. Let's do another time challenge. And see, it should be fine if we do and I don't do anything, and now it's still here because we don't reset it, that's why. But I need to check if the flags and capitals work as well. Oops, practice. France. Yeah. Okay. So let me add that as a bug. I'll fix this bug. Practice time challenge practice doesn't show a pin. Time challenge. Okay, so good day, Kawalaki. How are you doing? I think we need time challenge. Cursing that you're not more familiar with MongoDB. We have a launch. Is the launch session going every time, I wonder? Probably is. So could we, to fix this, could you journal their instance set input show. Let's try this. They'll say they can't create fake data to database. So again, you gotta do it yourself. Well, are you not a dev? Aren't there like scripts or like plugins to do this, to create just random data? Let's see, time challenge. Set this to 3 again, or 5 maybe. Okay, Italy. No, and then we hold it. That didn't work. Okay. My dev by hobby, but sysadmin by work. Ah, that makes sense then. Oh. This might be a problem. I was hoping this would work, but probably only runs the launch session once. Oh yeah, it's probably start next session. No, it should launch it here, yeah. Is that a problem just calling show? Because if we call show on this single pin game object active, it should just set it active. So I thought that would work. But it's probably that we need to okay, let's do it like this. Channel structure. We show it here, and let's hide it when we're done. Where do we start this next session? On time up. Hide. Denmark. No. No, let's hold it here. Oh, wait, that's the row 1. A pin. That's the... I thought it would show the active pin UI, yeah. Not the pin itself. Let's write like this. Might have to go into single pin and set the... like reset it. No, it's actually changed. Show mid game pop up. Oh yeah, here we hide it. Show mid game pop up. We hide this journal card. We hide the card. Journal directory instance. We put... What if we set the pin type? But it wouldn't do anything with it. There we kind of do hide on this as well. Because this hide wouldn't... It would do active input hide. Hides the pin. Doesn't hide the 3D pin though. Journal directory instance. Because hide pin is showing the actual wall pin, yeah. And then we have launch, which should our session. Should show. This should show the pin slide journal, the pin itself show, and yeah. So why would it not be there? It could be that it's in some state where it doesn't get cancelled. Or maybe it gets cancelled. Let's see what it says on end drag. If it gets to end drag or not. It doesn't. So that is the problem. Hello, TNT. Stream is going okay. Struggling a little bit with this. I have a UI object that I can drag using a drag handler. The end of a round in my game, a pop-up covers the screen. If I am dragging the object during the pop-up covers the screen, I never get the end drag handler dot on end drag never triggers drag event. How can I what's a way to solve this? Is there a way? Thank you, missed. Yeah. We're gonna take a break soon, but I also took a break of like 30 minutes because I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Thank you very much for the reminder, though. Out manually. Is there any other event that can trigger instead of on and drag when an object covers the when the pop-up covers the object. That's kind of bad. So where does it go? Like what happens with event? It cannot just not call on and drag like. On and drag, not called. I guess we could called when covered by other objects. Trade chat, find out feed with share, target on the image script, and have a table by default. I mean, it's easy for us to just force it, but it would be nice to have a system that handles this automatically. Like, so we don't have to think about, oh, every edge case where it could happen. Oh, wow. This guy. This is so annoying. There's this one guy who posted a review of the game where he complains and gives it 2 stars because he doesn't like the streak and he doesn't like having hearts. So basically, he wants the app for free because it's saying the hearts. It's an educational app. It's not a science fiction game. You shouldn't be pressured under learning. What does the heart has to do with hearts? Lives have to do with pressure? I don't know. But he removed his previous review and added another review. Exactly the same thing, just posted it now today. But somehow that pulled down our yeah, I don't know. It's very annoying with people. Oh well. So I'm wondering, could we potentially check if on drag has been triggered, and then check if there are no touches or the mouse no touches on this screen, and then force an on end drag last position of the touch. So we could do this. All right. We're gonna fix this, but I'm gonna take a break first. I need to just walk around a little. I feel kind of lost right now mentally. So I'm gonna take a small break, 5 to 10 minutes, and when we get back, we're gonna do the daily Akari. And I'll see you all soon in 5 to 10 minutes. All right, I'm back. Let's do the daily Akari. Today is a hard one. Let's check some times. Friday with 9 minutes, 25 minutes, and 1 minute on Mr. Mord, of course. So this one we can be here for a while. Let's see. So we have 3 here. That's going to be probably our start. But that's no, maybe not. Because the 3 has these 2s next to it. So I can't, even if I put these 2, it can still be this one. So it's not a forced move. Well, to be honest, it cannot be these 3. That's true. It cannot be these 3. Because they would cover these 2 and it has to be these 2 then. So it's still, and same here, it cannot be these 2 now. Both of them. Because then we can't place one there. So this is the start. It helps us with the bottom right. Let's see. We cannot place one there because we're going to cover this, which forces that, and would cover that, yeah. Let's do this. It's going to be a circle. So let's see which circle is. If we place one there, it's going to be one there. So since it's going to be, no, we don't know which direction, but we know it's going to be one at the top here. So this is going to be covered. Going to be one here. So this is covered. Going to be one at the bottom that is covered. And then this is covered. So that much we know, and then it cannot be those 2. Helping us a little bit. So now can it be this one? I'm just thinking. It's got to be up here. Could be that one. That could be there. Then this could be there and there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it cannot be both of these because that would cover this one. So it got to be this one. There's one there. And that makes this one. No, it doesn't make anything with that one. That one doesn't do any, like, cover anything special. That would be a problem. It's more like if it's down here. But that doesn't do anything either. It's gonna just... Let's see, can it be here? That would go down here. We'll go here. So yeah, that's not a... But we gotta also fill... It's gotta be one of these 2. It cannot be this one, right? Just gotta make sure. There we go, these 2. It gotta be there. Covering this, covering this. That would go... Yeah, cover this would go around with this, so it cannot be up there. Super tired with a big Dot. Big sleep debt. Is going to happen for you today? I'm also tired. I went to bed at like a little bit past 11, but I didn't fall asleep until like 2:30 or something. Super tired. Is there anywhere I cannot reach? No. Well, this corner, it gotta be one of these two at least. Because we need to reach this tile, and that's the only way to reach it, from this or this. But we can't do anything there, and this one we can put a one there, yeah. Let's see, can I put one on the outside here? If I put it there, it's gonna be this, this. And then we'd have to put one in here. So it gotta be one of these two. Because if I put it if we put it up here, then it would be there, and then that wouldn't work. But we can't put it here, right? Because that would cover this. Well, yeah, we can if we put it in here. Would this one mess something up? Yes, it... No, it wouldn't. I really cannot see where it is right now. But one there is going to go out here. It's going to force... it's forcing this. So we would do this. No, I don't want to put crosses because I have so many of them already. But then we wouldn't need one there because it could be this. Yeah, it has to be that. So that would cover this. Go there. Then we'd have this going up and there. Then we have this just going down. It's going out here. This one going over here. Up here. This space for this one doing this, which works. If I put it there, go this, go this, this, there. All of those work. Top right corner, assume your X's are right as a step. No, it's either there or there. One of these two are correct. And please, no help. I'm trying to figure it out myself. It can also, like it... Oh yeah, true. Dang, now you solved it for me. Because it cannot be here. Because that would cover this one and would never get this tile. Gotta be this. Or you solved that part for me. Put one there, it's gonna be this one. Put it there, it's gonna be this one. So does it matter? I'll put one here. Just for the one there. Then it's gonna be this one, so this one has to be it. Forcing this. This. Yeah. So that was the solution. Yeah. I never checked this tile. I should have done that. Or checked this one. I was so focused on these two. Well, then it was super easy. Their data, and if there's more than one possible solution. Some of them have more than one possible solution, but very many of them they don't. Depending on the difficulty. And it's also a lot like, oh, the ending could be you could place them this way instead or this way. Like when they're empty tiles, sometimes you can place it in several locations when you're just filling it up. So that would result in more than one solution, because it could be possible to place it in like 3 different places and they would still cover the same row or column. So, but usually Mard is going through them and seeing that there's well, it's a logical puzzle, and the problem with having many solutions is, you know, that you want a logical pattern to follow. If there are many solutions, there are so many open ways to go, like or where you solve it from. And that, like, sometimes you gotta go calculate very many steps forward if there's more than one solution, because oh, this path looks right, and oh, this path also looks right, and it makes it a lot harder to solve logically. Like when I was in that position, no, that's not what I did. This. Small puzzle on Steam is still on sale. The 3 rotational twist, my super logic, and with delete. Nice. Because here, if I started looking at the solution here, let's say, then you have these 2 options for each of these. So you have to look like at least 10, 15 steps ahead to make sure that this solution would work. But usually the puzzles have this one thing that you just need to find. And if they had more solution, like if both of these were possible from what I calculated, then, you know, it would be really hard to find a solution to this puzzle if both were possible. To get there in a like a logical way. So I like it that it's only one solution most of the time. Damn it! Nope, never. Have no idea what that is. Okay, let's see if we can fix this issue. I'm thinking of how I want to do this, because all of the pins, I sure must have mentioned before, best puzzle game, pure logic, twisted minesweeper, chance if you manage to find logic. Well, same with like hex cells, also pure logic. I like that. I don't really have time to play many games though, where I don't take myself. You have options, so you will fail if you just take a chance click. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really take time to play a lot of games. The reason is because if I start playing games, then I'm gonna not work on my own games as much. Like some brain teasers now and then to burn some extra energy so brain slows down. My brain doesn't slow down from brain teasers. That's the problem. It kind of just continues going. The only thing is that I lose time for other things. So we need this for all our pins, I would assume. They would call on end drag. When this happens, I'm thinking of making like a. The two things I could do. Now I want lost event data. I don't want to make a parent class that we inherit from, but I also do want to make it. There's going to be the same code in all of the classes. Pin base, pin base, empty code before bed. Yeah, that never works on the behavior. So it would then have a protected bool is dragging, and would have the protected pointer event data in both weapon spawning in and animation to client and host working nice. Last event data. Protected void update. Why could I not copy this? There we go. Man. Will this work week ever end? In a couple of hours, yeah. But it's already 2:40. Dang. I haven't done anything today because my brain is not braining. I end drag handler. Let's do this public. I want to make it. Can I make it virtual like this? Yes. Can I make it abstract? Oh. It's gonna complain that I'm not override. Override. And then we're good. Okay. I took some painkillers and I hope I feel better very soon. Oh, this one doesn't have text multiplier. How is this doing it? Text pin? Ah, the text pin needs it. And we also need to do this last event data. Let's copy this and go back to single pin. Yeah, how, by the way, Manglo, wait, the problem is now you're unsure how it works. I missed that one. Because you did it when you were tired? So let's see, let's go to... We should also set, I hate this. This dragon is false on this. We did this as well. Okay. Hello, Watershine. How are you doing? Hello, David. What's up? There's a multi-pin I did, and unlock flags. Need this as well. We did it in text pin, right? Dragging true, dragging false, event data. Multi-pin dragging true, dragging false, event data. Single pin dragging false, event data. And unlock true, false, event data. Yeah, okay. Now it could hopefully work. We should also go to pin input base. Yeah, if dragon and this. All right, we're having go really fast. France. Oh no. This, and then we're gonna hold it. Well, I don't know if it's called on end drag. Let's also go into the pin input base. See if we get in here. Yeah, that triggers on end drag. Let's see if this does. Could it be that we're hiding it? So then, yeah, it's not running right now, is it? No. Let's also do this on disable. Private void check if should end drag. But this is not gonna work because this is getting disabled. But if it's getting disabled and if it's dragging, then we should on and drag. That would make sense, right? I wonder if it would cause some issues, or we should probably do like cancel on cancel drag, but we can't do that right here. Because this might answer now. Because if we have it over something, then it's gonna go Spain. Yeah, and then we do Finland. Now we ended the drag. I mean, that didn't solve the issue, but it solved, well, why didn't it solve the issue though? Because when does it get disabled? Let's see, hide pin, let's hide pin. Here, for example, just set the game object active false. So is no one listening to our event? That could be it. No one is listening to the event. Because I'm disabling this after let's pause. Go to time challenge. Hide. So we hide this. And this one goes into this active input, hide, and unsubscribe. So everything is unsubscribed here. There's a data pin hide, but that's for the, yeah, that's active pin UI. So this is one that should trigger. That should be before we unsubscribe. I was hoping that the issue was that we're not getting the hello Darwin, the error back. Or like we didn't actually return it because we're not getting an end. But we probably were. But this might help with another bug. If we go to Go to our single pin and on begin drag. Because this used to be an issue before. One. Now and okay, no, okay, it's the same. Because now we do an on and drag. So what happens during this time? How are you? Today I'm not doing too well. Feeling sick, feeling, I don't know, just feeling really not good. Target, general pin C, single pin. Wait. Feeling dizzy all day. I'm just feeling, yeah, kind of not dizzy, but like my brain is functioning at 20%. You know, pin C, seam path, pin C, but that should be the single pin, yeah, so was listening to this. It's here, so it's single pin on and drag. Oh, is not inside the toolbox, then we should hide a pin. Yeah, and then we invoke this. Pin dropped, who's listening to on pin dropped. Pin placing state. Do you go to the offload often when you get sick? No. Very, very rarely do I do that. We should be getting here? No. Because we might have already exited. We get here, hide pin on pin dropped. Now we'll get in here, yeah. On cancel drop. I'm not close to diff, you ain't going pretty much the same. Should be pick counter right. Cancel drop. Now we go to toolbox state. Now we exit this and we go in here. And we show card, we show we show this, but that should pin show. That's active UI. It's like is a single pin show? Okay, now it worked. Why does it work now? But when you only do it in like single pin, remove this. Okay, now it seems to work. That's actually really good. weak mentality to not go to the hospital and sit in the emergency room or something? Or what? So they can prioritize other people and you're gonna waste their time, and I think that might be fixed now. And they're gonna sit there for 8 hours and they're gonna look at you and be like, there's no problem with you. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's go to the pin placing and drag, should be here. We're not getting to on pin drops. We exit this before, do we? Or do we never get into this state? I wonder. We can drag. Pin, yeah, we'll listen to these. Pin placing on. Had that happen a few months ago? I was in 5 hours in ER and it gave it some painkiller. Yeah. So the only time I should have gone into the ER. I unfollowed the streamer because she's kind of stupid in a way. Yeah. Well, that you do you. But so a year ago, no, yeah, a year ago, a year and a half ago, I'm taking these vaccine pills for grass pollen, and one time I took it, I kind of got a little bit harder to breathe, and my voice changed. And then I read the side effects that where you should kind of contact the ER or go to your doctor, and like if your voice changes and you feel like a swollen throat, then you should probably go to your doctor. And I was like, should I do it? Should I not? And then I waited like an hour, and then it got better. So I was like, okay, I don't need to. So we have the on pin drop here now. So then we should be getting in here. So this seems to be like a timing thing. Oh, it is. Is it? Because now this triggers. Let's do it over. Now the toast is showing up. But why? No, it didn't. Okay. Is it if it's like the first? So if I do this, then we get in here still. And then we get to exit before. And cancel drop code toolbox state. What if we go to the toolbox state and okay, I have an idea with this. Because the toolbox state is something used in a lot of places. So we can do this on Pin dropped. Just cancel drop because, I mean, it doesn't matter that it's here. Pin dropped. That way we can probably get rid of this error for forever. Once your doctor wrote you wrong meds and used them, and then you started noticing that you can't sleep without them, and take them just so you can sleep, and they're not meant for that. I couldn't sleep last night. Okay, let's see if this works now. Now we... No? In placing state, is melatonin. No, I don't want to take that. Or it's not going to be called because... because a lot of people who take melatonin kind of starts relying on it. And makes it dropped. Because we are dropping this. So now we get in there. Yeah, I do not want to rely on melatonin supplements to sleep. I have other pills that I take to relax. That works decently, but I didn't take them yesterday. Or well, I took them after a while. Okay, so... This is a really annoying thing. Valeriana, is that what it is? Valerina? Valerian root? Extract? I'm going to call it a night and try to catch some precious disease. JordGlobe, thank you very much, Mist. Have a lovely weekend, and You're 1 week closer to move. Very nice. Good night. How should I do this? I do not know how I'm going to fix this one. The problem that's happening is events are triggered in different order on pin dropped. No, on pin picked. This is the one. I wonder if it has to do with we're being in the pin nav state versus toolbox state. So we enter that when we start dragging it. Then we exit it and then we go in here and it's all good. But sometimes we're exiting because no, this is also good because then we'll get in here before end drag. And that is correct. Let's restart it. And because it seems like the first one is always no. This is the problem. When I observe it, it doesn't happen. Kind of. Okay. Oh, wait. Could it be? Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. I mean, to grab it super early now, it's gonna... Okay, no, this time it worked. Why is it only sometimes? No idea. Oh well. So, and the time challenge. Oh. Why did it freeze? Hello, Raymond. How are you doing? Interesting. Is it... Didn't trigger anything here? Forgot to do this. Failed to connect. Oh, error getting... Request. Okay. Why doesn't it show? So annoying. Let's go to time challenge. Going from here, start the next session. Show, let's... We could go in here, launch subsessions. Let's see where we create the subsessions here. Create session, activate action. Let's do a show journal. Pin action. What do I have? Journal action. Show journal. Is it an app or something? Yeah. So show journal transition. I'm doing kind of shitty today, but all good. Did also have a show pin. Show pin action. We need a pin type. Pin UI type. Journal directory instance, world map input, set pin type, type, show, non-complete. Show pin action, single pin. Yeah, let's see how this works. Oh, it's an error. No. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. But the actions. That's coming from each sub session. Yeah, create session. So why can we not show the journal here? I don't understand what's stopping a journal. What is parent journal? Just not showing the single pin. Why not? Here we do active pin UI. If we put this here, I'm not debugging. And now it's setting show. Oops. Show. Show again. Oh, because image is not enabled. Oh, right. Got it. Well, I kind of want, when we to show, we want to put the pin back on this one. But I kind of also... Yeah, it needs to be handled differently on each type. But for this, you can just do this and it should be fine. And now it's there. Good. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah. Bug pin doesn't show if holding it when mid screen pop-up comes up. Git stash, git pull, git push. Stash pop. That was it was nice that I figured it out. So we've been going for 2.5 hours, 2:40. I'm gonna take a small break here. I need to take a break. Yeah, brain is not braining. So I'm gonna be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. See you all soon. back. Hello, Cyber Angel. Hope you're doing well. Cool. I'm not doing too well, so I'm gonna do the giveaway now, and then I'm gonna raid out. So, good timing joining the giveaway, Cyber Angel. Let's just spin. And we'll see who the winner is going to be today. And then we stop. Or, Who's it going to be? We got TNT, we got Mist, Cyber Angel, and Ottershine. Gonna pause TNT, I think it is, and it's going to Mist. Congratulations, Mist. Who is asleep right now? Hopefully. Let me just send the key to Mist. There we go. Yeah, I'm not feeling too well, so I'm gonna cut the stream here. Let's see who we can raid. Wait, there we go. What is Tim up to? Let's just raid Megatron. Megatron? Yeah. Megatron. Raid me Megatron. Thank you all for watching today. We'll see if I do any streams during the weekend. I don't think I will have any time to do any weekend streams. Maybe Sunday. We'll see though. But I'm not feeling too well today, so I'm gonna head out. And also I'm gonna be back on Monday as usual. So have a lovely day, and let's head over to Mags. Bye bye.